And a good evening, one and all. Welcome, Haunted Voices Live, right here, WLTK-DB.com. That's where you go. That's where you go. We've got some cool stuff over there. Go over there and check it out. There's some updates and things. I'm not going to get into a bunch of announcements and everything because we have got a crazy show on this wonderful August the 10th, 2021. Nicole, how are you?
I'm doing great as usual. What about you?
I'm trying to keep cool. This humidity here is unbearable.
So we're getting monsoons in our mountains, which is kind of normal for this time of year, but it's crazy. And then it inches inland a little bit, but enough to tease you, but we don't get the rain.
That's weird.
So yeah, so we're yeah, it's humid here too. It's like that's why I'm wearing the hat, everyone, because the hair just yeah.
Yeah, I would love to have hair, folks. But I do want to welcome everybody. There's my better half right there, Sherry, and of course we've got Meg. Hey, Meg.
Hi, Megan. Nice to see you. And
Corey,
Corey.
my future
And
son-in-law,
Sherry. Oh, yes. Yay.
going to be getting
That's
married
awesome.
August the 21st to my beautiful daughter.
Oh, there's my soul sister, Linda. What's
Here's
up,
Linda.
Linda?
And that's cool. People are tricking in. You guys check out the website too, WLTK-DB.com. And for the first time, we're broadcasting over on LinkedIn tonight.
Great. Amazing.
That's going to be a little different. LinkedIn has changed a lot since I've been there last. I've reconnected with a few people and things over there. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. See if they like it. If they don't, well, we'll take it away from them.
I don't see why people wouldn't like it. You know, the more the merrier. That's my thought anyways.
You've got to get it out there. But we've got an amazing guest for you tonight. Returning guest, Michael La Chiana, is going to be joining us here. We're going to be talking about his latest series coming up on Amazon Prime. We're going to be talking about his haunted farm, this big Gettysburg bash that's coming up. We're going to be talking about that as well. And hopefully he comes back in here. I saw he disappeared from backstage. He's getting used to this technology too, just like I am, folks. I mean, come on, I got bifocals. I have to look up like this. It's crazy.
It doesn't even show. It's fine.
Yeah. See, I.
Only you would notice something like that, Todd.
It's the little it's the little things. But we've got a big thing coming up here, October the 30th. Huge
Yes, we
gallery reading.
do.
You are hosting it.
Yes, I know. I'm like, "Oh, I better do a good job. Oh,
You're
the
gonna
pressure is on."
Hey, there's Chip.
Hi, Chip. Nice to
Welcome,
see
Chip.
you.
Great to see you, my old friend. And then this event, folks, gallery reading. It's going to be done through Zoom. It's going to be done. What is that? I think they can hold up to 100 people in Zoom or something. So
I think so, yeah.
it's going to be like that. Now the tickets for this thing, they're only $40, and you get front row seats. You get the Zoom access in there for the readings, and then of course we're going to broadcast it live on all the social media platforms and things like that. It's going to be a lot of fun, Nicole.
Oh, it's gonna be a blast. I'm looking forward to it.
Hi, Sarah. My God, I haven't seen her in a long time.
Hi, Sarah.
Yeah, there's a lot of good things with the event. The tickets are $40, folks, and it's going to go start at 4 p.m. October 30th. That's on a Saturday, I think.
It is, yeah.
If my math is correct. It's on a Saturday. So be sure and check that out. You can find the information right there on the website, WLTK-DB.com, or you can just search WLTK-DB right there on the Eventbrite, and you'll find
Yes.
links all over our social media. Links are on the website as well for this event. So it's going to be a cool thing, and we'll keep reminding you about it. So don't worry, because we forget things too. Believe it or not, we do. But there's a lot
Yeah,
of
we
fun.
just started promoting it, so lots of promotion to come.
And there's just a lot of great people involved. Diet Renee, Missy Hart, Pete Orbea, Uh, like I said, Nicole's hosting it. It's just going to be a huge, huge, huge blast. It's going to be a lot of fun. Something different, something new for us. It's our first big station event. So hopefully we get a good turnout. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure we will. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. But without further ado, here, we got to talk about some ghosts, folks. That's what this show is all about, haunted voices. And if you're just tuning in, you're listening to it live. If you missed the beginning, we archive everything. So you'll get the replay here. Oh, a little, maybe the next day. And maybe it takes me a little longer to process these than it did the old audio files. So, but expect a 24-hour turnaround. We'll go with that. So it's always best to catch us live. And we've got Michael La Chiana, the Heritage. Let's see. Let me make sure I get that right. The Heritage Hunter Society. That's right. The Heritage Hunter Society. That's the group he is with. We're going to be talking about his latest series, like I said, coming up on Amazon Prime, his haunted farm in Tennessee, and the big ghost hunting bash there at Gettysburg. It'll be a lot of fun. So without further waiting here, let's bring in Michael. Michael, how are you, my friend? Great to have you back.
Hello. Hey guys, how you doing this evening?
We're hanging
Doing great, Michael. It's nice to have you back,
Thanks for
my
having me.
friend.
Love being on your show. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, we love having you.
So many things we talked about last time. If you guys missed that, just go to the website. You can literally search Michael La Chiana or Haunted Voices, and you can find that episode there as well. But there's a lot of things we talked about last time you were on here. And one thing that Nicole and I got to see was one of the the Squire. I mean, I watched it 5 times. Great work on it.
Wow, that's great. So glad that you watched it. That's awesome.
It's amazing. You know what I love about it is that it's raw and genuine at the same time. I love it. We need more content like that. So thank
That's
you.
what I'm trying to do. And so many people have given me such great responses. I've sent it all around the United States to different people and folks like you just to check it out. And I'm not trying to do like these other shows where it's overly produced and things like. I want to keep it real. Oh, I just want to show what we really do in real time, and the folks I work with. I have such great people that I work with, great friends, and that's what I want to share. That and it may not be for everybody, but it's real, and I want to keep it real.
I like
amazing work.
And there's a certain someone did something special for you, and I read it. Well deserved. This is your documentary kind of reinitiated my faith in the paranormal, because I have been watching so many of these TV shows. I've tried to get interested in them, and I really have. And I'm not bashing any of them. They all have their own place in this world. Of course, there's plenty of room for all of us, but I just didn't get anything out of them except entertainment. You see, I mean, I was entertained. I was taken out of my boredom, so to speak.
That's huge. Thank you so much. That really is a compliment.
The evidence you have in there is great. And this is probably gonna make me cry, because I almost cried when I read the thing. It's very well written. But Nicole's got something special for you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was moved by this, Michael. I really was. I watched it a couple of times, and it actually made me tear up, like I said, because it's so real and it's so raw, and it really puts paranormal research and historical research too up where it needs to be. And so I've written a little testimonial for you. You can do with it what you wished, but I wanted to do it, so I'm going to read it right now. It's not too long. It's kind of short, but it really comes from my heart. So here it goes. As it turns out, paranormal investigation and research may be the most accurate history lesson of all. That is, if it's approached with the genuineness that it deserves. Surely it gives you a front row seat into learning about the people and places before you were even a thought, and further provides an environment where the spirits of the past can dance with us mortals in the present. A journey through the past takes you on an adventure where the days of yesteryear are highlighted in the present. where the souls from long ago shake hands with the here and now, forever blurring the linear concept of time. Michael La Chiana, the mastermind behind this beautiful series, understands all too well the importance of honoring and revering those who walk the land before us. The series echoes how individuals from all walks of life can be collectively united through the shared curiosity and desire to communicate with those who physically passed on but are eternally alive in the afterlife. Those, like the individuals interviewed in this groundbreaking series, who earnestly explore these outer realms, find out relatively quick how the paranormal and history have become best friends with the dear kinship. Without a doubt, Journey Through the Past exemplifies this concept and more by delving deep into the heart of what serving the paranormal is all about. So there you go.
Wow. Thank you so much. That is
You're what?
amazing.
It's written from here, so well
Wow.
deserved on your
That
part.
is such an honor coming from you. That is such an honor, really.
Oh, of
Can you write
course.
for me professionally? Can you be my writer?
We can talk. No.
You can be the narrator of the show now. That's it.
Yeah.
You've got
Oh
the
my
job.
God, how funny.
There you
I
go.
love it.
I'm
No,
not a great narrator. I just wing it. So, but man, that's eloquent.
Oh,
That is
thank
awesome.
you. No, it came from
Thank
the
you.
heart.
That is very sweet of you.
It
Thank
inspired
you.
me. So I'm like, I'm
It
gonna
means
write
so
this.
much to me, this show, and this show took over about a year and a half to put together because I
Mhm.
had so many files to go through and things, and I'm trying to mix artistic things with color and sound and music that no other shows are doing because I'm not trying to be like anybody else,
Mhm.
and I have a lot of different backgrounds, so um, so that's what I think it carries over into. And for the people that love the running around in the dark and screaming and cursing and all that, they won't care for this show, and that's fine with me because I really don't care if they watch it or not. But the people that really have a passion for what we do, that was my audience, was not so much fans, but actual investigators. I was trying to make this for investigators, and that's something that most people don't do anymore. Or maybe you've never done. I don't know. I've watched a lot of the shows. I don't care for 99% of them because they're not giving us anything. They're not keeping it real, and
Right. Right.
so that's where I try to really focus on that.
And
But thank you
your
so much.
audience too. So that's huge.
Yes,
To be able to know your audience is a big thing.
yes. My audience is you, is real core. That's I'm not trying to go for the fan base. I'm trying to go for real investigators that really do this. We're not doing it for money. We spend a lot of money. They don't make any money,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
that's why we do it. It's for the passion and the connection.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah, connecting with the spirits is so important. Yeah. Well,
Well said.
that was a special treat right there.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't
I thought
plan
you would
on
like
it,
that
but
too.
as I was
Todd's
watching
crying
it,
and
I'm like,
everything.
Is he really? Oh my gosh. Oh no.
It's good
I
stuff.
just
It's
it
good.
was one of those things. I didn't plan on it, but I was so impressed, and I'm like, I just, when you write from the heart, so do with it what you will, but
Thank you so much.
it's just it really,
I
really
didn't get a
impressed
chance
me.
to send it to you, and thank you so much. I don't know. Did I get a chance to send it? I know I sent it to
Yeah.
Todd, so I was
Yeah.
hoping he would
Yeah, you
share it with
did.
you.
Mhm.
And
It's you could tell it's a labor of love. It's a passion
Mhm.
for you. And again, folks, this will be out on Amazon Prime. You're going through some red tape stuff, right, Michael? Oh, he may have froze up down there for a second.
Oh,
But
he'll come back.
I think he's going through some red tape and he's going to put this up on Amazon Prime. You'll be able to check it out. Journeys Through the Past, The Heritage Hunters, Journeys Through the Past. Um, the
Excellent interviews on there too.
Squire.
My goodness.
We'll wait till he gets back in here.
Yeah, the Squire. I mean,
The Country Squire Inn,
I
and
want to go there.
that is the first episode. That's the first episode, and there's I'm trying to fix this little tech issue there. Gotta love the internet, folks. This is why we do
Right?
live stuff.
Right?
But Journeys Through the Past is going to be out on Amazon Prime, and this inn, what you guys are gonna see with this and hear the evidence that was captured there. I mean, some of that is just chilling, and then you have the little girl crying right there beside him.
Yes.
So
Yes.
many different things in there to see, and it's real stuff. This isn't stuff that's produced. Okay, this isn't
Right.
scripted, and I'm not saying any of those popular shows are scripted or what have you. But again, folks, you're talking hours of investigating wrapped into a 30-minute to an hour show, where this is more of a documentary style, where you actually screw up and learn something. You watch it, you learn the history of the location. You learn all about it, and that just helps with the investigation. And he
Absolutely.
had a few teams coming in there, so it was really really neat the way he put this together, and it took quite a while.
Oh my God. I mean, there were some interviews in there, I think going back to 2009, 2010,
Mhm.
even. I mean, there's even an interesting tie-in with a cat. I'm not going to give it away, but that particular evidence, I had goosebumps all over my body when I heard that. You guys will know what I'm talking about when you watch it, but
Mhm.
my gosh, fantastic.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. I can't wait till it comes out, and I'm just glad
Mhm.
we got that behind the scenes
Yeah.
view of it. But they're oh, okay.
Is
Sorry.
he
A
is he
comment
still
I'm not
fro
going to put up here. But there's a lot going on with Michael, and we're going to get him reconnected here. He had to use his cell tonight. I
Oh,
mean, that's just the beauty of technology.
yeah.
So sometimes the internet goes. We've had problems with the internet here. God knows that. We're lucky the show's even been able to be broadcast tonight, folks, because we had somebody run over the entire hub that fed the entire neighborhood,
Oh,
and
that's wonderful. Really?
they ran over it with a bobcat.
Okay, alrighty.
Ran over the thing with a bobcat, ripped it to shreds.
Oh
Everybody
my
was
gosh.
so they just got that fixed late last night. Oh, there's Michelle LeBaron. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Yeah, great. She's good people too. And I think
Yep.
we've got Michael back here.
Yay.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm back.
Long time no talk.
Really? I think people are trying to write to me, and it's throwing me off.
That's a good thing though. Communication's key.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Wait till after the show is over.
That's how we
Exactly.
can do it. But we've got a lot
Yeah.
to cover here. And what
Yeah,
we're gonna
let's cover it before I get knocked off again.
you came back just in time for the break.
Oh, perfect.
Oh.
Now I can have my coffee.
We're going to take a quick station break here, folks. When we come back, we're going to talk about Michael's haunted farm, more about the documentary, all kinds of cool stuff coming up. Stay tuned. More Haunted Voices on the way. Go to the website, hauntedvoices.com, WLTK-DB.com. We'll be right back. Paranormal evidence. We scour the internet searching for true paranormal captures, information, and education. New methods mixed with old methods of capturing this mysterious phenomenon. Well, look no further for your ghostly voices than ghostly-voices.com. Nicole Tito and Lisa Crick take you on a journey into their paranormal world and provide you with true EVP and ITC audio captures, compelling information on debunking, some hilarious bloopers, and more. Remember, these two are veterans in the field and know how to capture the true evidence you are looking for. Ghostly-voices.com, your paranormal stop for true audio evidence. Ghostly-voices.com. A book of mystery, a book of one man's journey, a book of the afterlife, a book you must read. Ghost and Me by 5-time award-winning author Kevin Killen is a book of one man's journey in the search of the afterlife. Read of his chilling childhood experience, his investigative journeys, and his opinions of paranormal activity. Ghost and Me by Kevin Killen, an Ozark Mountain publication. Get your copy today online or wherever books are sold. "20 minutes past the hour. You are tuned in live to Haunted Voices. I'm your host, Todd Bates. Of course, Nicole is here. And
Hello.
our guest this evening, Michael La Chiana, is going to be rejoining us here in a moment. There's probably some storms in his area. Who knows with the internet? Maybe our problem is affecting him over there in North Carolina. I don't know, Nicole.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know. The internet's so weird. It can be your ally and it can be your enemy at the same
It
time.
is. And we're so,
But we all want it though, right? I mean, we do.
we are so damn dependent on it.
Yeah.
So dependent. I was just talking to my neighbor the other day. We were sitting outside and no one else was outside sitting. Everyone else was just indoors. Well, what
Right.
was when the Bobcat ran over the internet, what did we see? We saw people coming out of their houses, coming out of their homes. You know, get outside, breathe some
Yeah,
fresh air.
it's so true. Get outside once in a while. Yes.
Get outside.
Nature, right? Connect with nature.
Yeah. I'm curious, those of you listening, what's your favorite thing to do outside? What do you like to do outside? When you do go outside, where do you go? What do you do? But we've got Michael back here with us, and there's so many things to talk about here, Michael. And we touched on the documentary. We tried our best to describe it, when it may be coming out. When do you think it's going to be coming out on Amazon Prime? We got people here commenting, chomping at the bits.
I submitted it, and now I have to wait a few days for it to be approved. Once it's approved, then it airs. So probably in the next week or so.
Oh, that's
waiting on them.
awesome.
Yeah. And I already have 2 and 3 other episodes and ready for production. So already filmed, and so I just have to sit down and edit them, and really have some really interesting other episodes coming up. The Squire was a big one because that took so many years of investigating to capture everything. But we have some really great historical ones coming up. So definitely tune in.
So fabulous. Oh my God. I didn't realize with Amazon Prime. I mean, it makes sense that you have to submit and then they have to approve it. But, I mean,
you have to.
But I mean, a week is not that long.
Yeah. You have to go through a lot of hoops with them. And, but, I'll be able to go to the UK and all over, any place that's speaking English right now. I can eventually do German, I can do Japanese, but I have to learn how to translate those and put those onto the actual episodes. Right. So I figure I'll get it on first, then I'll figure out that. That'll be the next step to figure out.
Step by step.
Yeah. I've learned so much. I had to learn everything on my own. And I really self-taught myself everything that I had to do. So it's taking time.
Yeah, it's a true labor of love.
Oh, it really is.
And you did a great job with it, with the effects. Oh my goodness. Some of those effects, the way they blended in, it was just, and the music with it is very good as well.
That's what I thought too. The music was so fitting.
Very talented friend, Autumn Brand, who is a trained violinist and pianist and also a great singer. And she's a great artist. And she actually created all the music for me.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow.
And it was all written for the show. So it's really, really great that she did what she did.
Yeah, that's honorable. That's nice. You don't get that very often.
No, very rarely. It was meant to be that I met her and that she was able to do this for me. So really amazing. She's an amazing artist. Yeah.
Yeah, like right from the beginning, the music just totally, you can feel it. You can feel it in your soul, if that makes sense. And so,
and what's amazing about her is she is terrified of the paranormal. She doesn't want to see anything with ghosts. And she wrote all this music. She would watch maybe 2 seconds of the episode, and then she would write. And she would not watch what I put together. And she made all that music with not watching it at all. And then when I finished the whole episode, I sent it to her, and she goes, "I can't watch it." I'm like, "Why?" She goes, "I can't see those ghosts." And so it terrifies me. I'm like, I understand.
Oh,
Is that amazing? I mean, that is amazing.
that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
That is. That's something
I
else.
can't
And when
believe
you
it.
see it, when you guys see
Yeah.
this when it's released here in a week or so, Amazon Prime, Journeys Through the Past, just write that down. You won't be able to miss it. It's just a good thing. It's a breath of fresh air to this community, and
Thank
I
you.
know I'm going to share the hell out of it because
Mm-hmm.
there's not that many programs you can watch that you really gain things from. And again, this one does that. And
Mm-hmm.
kudos to you. Great film work, great
Thank
writing,
you.
great directing.
Yeah. I
Good.
had to make something that I really even when I sit down and watch it, I'm like a fan. Like I watch it, I'm like, oh wow, this is intriguing. And here I created it, and I don't think like that when I watch it. And that's how I had to put it together because if it didn't entice me or intrigue me, then it wasn't gonna do anything for anybody else. So uh,
It
that was the
depicts
way I
what
looked at it.
we do. It depicts what paranormal research does.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
and
that's
I
to
didn't want to
me.
focus on I didn't want to focus a lot on investigating because that is the boring part. And that's, but that's the most important part is gathering
Mm-hmm.
the evidence
Mm-hmm.
and spending hours and hours and hours doing this in places. You know, the Squire, when we would go, when I would bring different friends in, we would do minimum 6 hours, if not more. And
Right.
we would be leaving the place as it was daylight, um, and just, to capture all that stuff. So, but yeah. And the owner was so nice to able to give us this location for so many years.
Yeah.
And so many people do want to go investigate it, and she won't let them because it's a liability. You can't just let
Mm-hmm.
strangers into this
Right.
place. It's so historical that if somebody were to set it on fire, that would be the end of it. It'd be gone. So, and there's people all the time wanting to go there. And I basically am her paranormal director now. And I just tell her, I said, don't let these groups in. I said, let them come and stay if they want and let them have dinner and they can wander around during that time. But when it's time to lock it up, lock it up. You
Yeah.
can't
That's
have
very smart.
people in your, liability wise. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's, I've been friends with her, the owner, since 2010. That's a long time to
It is.
have a friendship. And on top of it, I'm a plumbing contractor, so I've done plumbing work there,
Oh, see,
which is
the
really
ins and
great.
outs of the building there.
Well, I've actually had experiences while I'm working there, and some of the
Yeah.
evidence that I showed photos was while I was working there.
Oh,
I would
really?
hear stuff, and I get up and snap a picture during the day, and there is one picture in this one bedroom in the inn, and I heard somebody walking around there, and I know nobody was in the building, and I got up from under the sink, and I snapped one shot. You see this thing zooming across the bedroom during the day. So I wasn't alone, but the owner, the former owner that built the place, he's still there. His spirit is there, and yeah, it's just amazing.
I can't wait till people see it. And when you guys do, let us know. Let us know what you think of it. Of course, we'll get those comments to Michael and everything. But it is cool. It is cool. Journey through the past, and that's going to be Amazon Prime here in about a week or so. The Heritage Hunter Society. That is who Michael is with, folks. So just write those things down, look them up, and when it's
Yeah, please
released,
do.
we'll definitely let you know. If we see it first, we'll get it out there for you.
Oh, I'll be promoting it. Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I really
Mm-hmm.
appreciate it.
Now there
It's all about sharing. This is all about sharing. That's what it's all
Mm-hmm.
about.
it is. You got to share the wealth. And one
Yeah.
thing we didn't get to talk about, and I want to talk about it tonight, and that is your haunted farm in Tennessee.
Yes.
Okay,
Very interesting place.
let the
Um,
cat out of the bag. A haunted farm of all things.
Well, back in 2006, I was looking for a property to buy a summer place for my family. I grew up with a summer home. My family had a summer home in New Hampshire. We loved it. It was on a lake. Loved it for years. And so when I moved to North Carolina, we went to the mountains a few times. I said, man, I love it up there. So I started looking around and I went to a realtor up there by myself one time. I rode around and I saw a few properties and I saw this one that was really dilapidated. I mean, really bad shape. And there was just something about it. It was a little farm and it needed a ton of work. And like I said, I'm a plumbing contractor, so I could do all the plumbing and, woodwork and things like that. So, well, that was
Mm-hmm.
2006. I'm still working on it now. but it's almost done.
That's awesome.
It's almost done. But when I first was just looking at the property, I just walked around, snapped some shots, and then I went home back to Raleigh, and I put the pictures on the computer. And the first thing I saw was some apparitions in the photos, and I was like, "Who the hell are these people? You know, what is this? You know?" And I couldn't believe that captured some things while I was just didn't even own the property yet. So I talked to my wife and I said, well, I said, I think this place has got activity. And I said, what do you think? Is this something that we should buy? Or, you know, do you not want me to buy it? And she's so easygoing. She was just like, hey, you know, it's up to you. If you want to buy it, you know, go for it, you know.
Wow.
And all the years, in the first few years that I was working on it, I was having, you know, I'm busy working. I'm ripping out the floors. I'm ripping out the beams. And one day I was in the hallway and the front door was open. The sun was coming in. And my work van is right there. It's white. And I'm cutting out the beams. And all of a sudden I noticed that the whole hallway got dark. So I looked at, I figured it was my neighbor. He always loves to come over and just watch me and like try to spook me, you know, like stare at me. And I figured, so I went to turn around. I said, Wayne, what the hell do you want? You know? And I looked and I saw this black mass block out the whole door for a split second. And then went just that quick. And I was like, holy shit, damn. And I'm busy working. You know, I turn around and I see this thing. And so that was one of my experiences. Then I used to be sleeping at night. Somebody would scream my name in my ear, wake me up, you know, middle of the night, you know. And I thought it was my wife, like saying, you know, there's an emergency. And then I realized nobody was there but me. You know, I was up there by myself. And I was like, what the hell, you know? So it's a really weird place. And things are just very subtle. And like over the years now, it's become very quiet. I don't have a lot of experiences, but anytime I bring a friend or a guest comes over that's in the paranormal, boom, place spikes right back up.
That's
and,
interesting.
Well, they'll see something right there. It's almost like the spirits are bored with me. You know, they're like, all right, we know you. You've been here a long time. So it is very interesting. It sits almost at the top of the mountain. So it's sitting on quartz and granite and all these different things. And it's very interesting. I do feel that the former owners are there. I actually had some experiences, you know, and they've passed away. They both passed away, and both those spirits are there because I've seen the woman in the corner, and I brought a friend up there, and she's a paranormalist, and she walked in. She goes, "Who's that lady in the corner?" And I was like, "Oh!" And I didn't tell anybody. I never tell anybody anything. And I was like, "What lady in the corner?" She's like, "That lady right there in the corner. She's all mad at you." I'm like, "Really?"
Oh, who could be mad at Michael? Come on.
Yeah. I said, "What's she mad at me for?" I said, "All I've been doing is busting my ass all these years, working on this place."
Oh my God.
Maybe she wants it done faster. I don't know.
Do you think you going in there and doing some work and renovating and things like that? Do you think maybe that blew the dust off the haunting, so to speak?
Oh yeah. Well, the son that used to live in the house lived up the hill. He almost lived at the top of the hill. And he came down one day to visit. And, you know, I never say anything to anybody. I always like to see what people say. And I said, "Hey, Louis," I said, "do you ever see any people around here?" He goes, "Do you mean paranormal?" I'm going, "Well, maybe." Because one time I did catch over my one barn, I was just snapping some shots, and I caught a big green head, the size of a beach ball, just green, and looked like an old man, but just a green head. And so I said to him, I said, "Have you ever seen anything?" You know, and he goes, "Do you mean like a green head?" I'm like,
what?
I nailed it right there. And so he's an old hippie. He's an old hippie from, you know, from the 70s. And he said, "Yeah, one time I was sleeping on the couch in the living room and I looked up and there was a green head staring at me." I was like, wow. And I have a photo of it.
That's insane.
Yeah.
What other historical research have you done of the property?
Well, the property is just it was just a logging area. It was just at one time all woods. There was no, because it's almost at the very top of Stone Mountain. And there was really nothing on that property all these years until the 70s when they built this place. They just kept adding to it. And it's just a small little stone cottage, you know, and it's got 2 or 3 barns. And it sits on, you know, maybe 1.5 acres. But up there on the top of the mountain, that's a lot of land. And like I said, I'm about 2 minutes from the very top. And what's neat is it's in Tennessee, but that's the only road that when you get to the very top, it turns right into North Carolina. The border is right there. So it's really neat that I sit like
That
right on
is,
the border.
yeah.
And yeah, I've had a lot of experience. Everything good, nothing bad there all these years. And like I said, I mean, that's since 2006. So I've had a lot of things happen over the years,
That whole
but just
area
very
is just
subtle.
so
You have to
beautiful.
really, yeah, if you sit there and do recordings in the living room or on the back porch, you will get all kinds of EVPs. So
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten all kinds of people laughing, right next to me, all kinds of voices over here. So it's interesting.
So no burial ground that you've found out or anything like that it sits on top
Oh,
of or anything.
so funny that you mentioned that. Not on the property, but I did meet a fella not long ago. I was up in Hickory, North Carolina. We were investigating the Henry River Mill Village, which was part of the Hunger Game movies. Do you remember the
Yeah,
movie The Hunger
right.
Games?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is where they filmed a lot of the movie, and we rented the whole village. I set it up, and I invited all these different paranormal groups to come with me for a night, and we investigated the entire village in one night. And we had about 12 people, so we spread out. And before we were going there, I was at a restaurant. I got talking to a girl, and she said, "Oh, you got to meet my friend. He's into the meters, where he goes with the when they go to the beach and they're using all the metal detectors and things like that. And he's really big into metal detection, and but he does historical properties. So she gave me his name, and I contacted him, and I said, this is what I do. He's fascinated with what I do with with the hauntings and the paranormal. And I said, have you ever tried to investigate a place and see what you could find on the property, and then we can see how it connects to the evidence that I've captured from that property? He's like, no,
Mm-hmm.
but he goes, that would be pretty wild to do. So I'm actually I invited him to come up to my property and he does it just as a hobby, him and his friends, and do the whole property and see what they find. I know so much history about the property already and the families that were there, so it would be interesting. So I'm gonna try and put that into a scope of things, to
Yeah,
use the metal detecting and haunting properties,
Right.
something different, different
it's a good
angle.
idea.
That is,
Yeah,
that's different. That's a great angle.
yeah.
That's,
There are no burials on my property. It's very, it's not that big. If they are buried there, nobody knows,
Nobody,
and
right,
they
right.
were probably buried to be hidden.
yeah, back in the day, they just buried them and maybe put a wooden cross there or something.
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah, there
But
was.
there's a ton of history. Do you ever remember the song Tobacco Road? No, not what was the big song? Oh, it was a big famous song that's from that area. Yeah, it'll come to me.
It'll
It'll
come
come to
to
you
us.
at
Steve
like 2
Earle,
in the
you know
morning.
Steve Earle. Steve
What is it?
Earle.
Steve Earle, Copperhead Road.
Yes, that
Yeah.
road is about 5 minutes from my house.
Is it really?
That
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Copperhead Road. That's it.
I
And
love
it's
that.
so funny. They kept putting the sign up, and people would steal the sign. So
Oh,
they kept doing it, kept doing it. So they finally changed it to Copperhead Church Road or something. They changed it so
of
people wouldn't
course.
steal the
Yeah.
sign anymore. But
Sure.
yeah, that's about 5 minutes from my house, and that's where the song originated from.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's a great album. No, that's
Oh
good.
yeah, Steve Earle's amazing. Yeah,
Now,
so
how
interesting.
often do you go out there? How often do you get a chance to go out there and do some
Well, with
research?
COVID this last year, I went up. I was only averaging, 4 or 5 times a year. Well, with COVID, I think I was up to 12 times. And when I would go, I'd stay for a week. And so during that whole COVID, I was up there doing a lot of work on the house. This year, I've been so busy with work here that I've only been up there once. I need to get back up and finish up more work. But, now that the heat is going away after the summer, I'll go spend the fall up there. And I love it up
Oh,
there. It's so
beautiful. Oh,
peaceful.
it's so beautiful
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm right in the
gosh.
mountains. My backyard overlooks all the mountains, and I have deer just coming up in the property and stuff like that. It's a really great area. And like I said, it is haunted. I've had a lot of things over the years, but
Very tempting. I'm
yeah.
only 4 hours from Tennessee.
Oh, well, come on, anytime.
See, you're not too
You're welcome to
far.
come
We are 4
because if
hours.
you show up, things will happen.
That's interesting. Definitely,
Yeah.
I'll
Welcome to
definitely
come.
be in touch about that. That would be a cool
Yeah,
road trip for her and I. That would
no
be something
doubt.
different
God,
too.
that would
And
be amazing. 4 hours? That would be an amazing road trip.
Yeah, and that's not bad.
it, takes,
That's not bad.
it takes me 4 hours from Raleigh. It takes me three and a half, 4 hours. So yeah, definitely. I would love to have it.
Yeah, for a good genuine location that hasn't been overrun.
No,
So
this place
many
has
of them out there.
never been investigated only by me,
Oh
and
my
that's it.
gosh.
That's amazing. That's amazing because
Yeah.
I retired from the field. A
Wasn't
lot of you
Todd?
folks know that, but you know what? There comes a time where you have to. Here's Sherry's response to that. Let's ride, Clyde.
Oh, there you go.
There,
Oh, I wish I lived a little closer. My
yeah, that'd
goodness.
be
Well, I
great.
could always hop on a plane, but
That's right. You're more than welcome to. And then we'll go to Gettysburg.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
just
what I
I'll
was
knock on your
saying to you.
door. I'm here, Michael. I'm here. And oh my God, I would never do that. I'm
Let
kidding.
me in. That is what I'm getting into. I wanted to get into this. Now, there is something huge this month that's going to be happening in Gettysburg. Tell us
Right.
about the Gettysburg
Mm.
Bash. This is
It's,
amazing.
this is put together by my good friends Pam and Steve Barry, and they've been doing this for the last few years. It's called the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash, and they created this paranormal conference, but it's not focusing on all these big TV shows and all these celebrities and stuff like that. They wanted to put together something that was real teams and real folks, um, and authors. So, like Nicole, you would be perfect. You could have a nice table there.
Oh, I would
Many
love
authors
to.
there,
Oh
and there's
yeah.
about 300 people that go to this. And what's really cool is all the money that's being raised is for the wounded warriors
Oh
and the
wow.
soldiers, and also for children with leukemia.
Mm.
So
Oh.
it's really great. And they have this Batman that shows up, and he's got the Batmobile. I mean, this guy goes around and raises money for cancer children all over the United States. So really great. And it's a 3-day event. They have music, bands. They have guest speakers and the whole thing, the entire event, the whole weekend is $20 a head.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
That
Wow.
is insane. 20
And it's the
bucks
Yeah,
the whole
same
20
time
weekend.
bucks.
every year?
Yes, yes. COVID messed them up last year. They were going to have it, and then they canceled it. So this is the first year back, and
I
I
think
think
next
this is
year
the
I'm gonna
third
have to
one.
do this.
You need to come because we'll set you up.
Yes.
We can get your table and everything. Um, Mark Nesbitt. You know who Mark Nesbitt
Oh,
is?
yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
he is one of the biggest writers for Gettysburg. He's written 150
Yeah.
books
Yep.
on ghosts over the years. He'll be there. Um, all kinds of folks, but real down to earth people. Uh, I just love it. I mean, I've been to other conferences where it was focusing more on celebrities and
Mhm.
I walk around my tablet and I have my photos of things that I've captured and I would show them and they were like, "This is real?" I'm like, "No, it's
What?
fake." I'm walking
Really?
around
That was
showing
their
people.
response? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was there was because they had never, and these are people with some very big TV shows, and they said, "I've never seen anything like this." I'm like, "Wait a minute, you're on these big shows." I said, "You never
Mhm.
captured anything?" Nope. I was like,
Yep.
and I won't say which ones they are, but they're very big.
Bad.
And but those shows are not promote. They're not trying to capture really
They're
honest things
scam.
like we're doing. They're not. They're just they. That's why I don't like production companies because they don't have an interest in what we really do.
They don't.
They
No,
just
and they
want
don't know
profit
either.
and
These
smoke it.
producers don't
And
know.
now I've been contacted, just like you guys. I've been contacted by just about every show there ever was over the
Mhm.
years, and they didn't even want. They would lie to me and say, "Oh, we're going to do a show about your group." I'm like, "No, you're not." Like, they wanted my client list of people that I had worked for, and they would say, "Oh, can you give us their numbers?" I'm like, "You got some balls, people." I said, "Really?" I
Yeah.
said, "You
Yep.
do." And I had
Yep.
people from UK, England, all over the United States, contacting me and wanting my clients' numbers because they know that they could snake those people and fool them and get them and film them for nothing, and
Yep.
and then demons in there. Got to have a demon. Everything is a demon. I think
Oh my God. Don't
90% of the shows out there are demons, and I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
yeah.
That they want to promote that.
Mhm.
My show. Do you see anything in there that's scary? I mean, I have some amazing evidence, And if you don't like ghosts, it's going to be scary, but I don't present it as scary, and I don't want to. I want it to be fascinating. I want it to be intriguing. That's the way I want to present it. I'm not trying to scare
And
anybody with this. It's real. It's 100% real, and it's just not how I want to promote it.
right. And
that's
that's the way to go. And it's you're respecting and revering the energies. And so they're going to come to you and they're going to gravitate to you all the more if they know that you're going to treat them the right way.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and it's also very important the people that you choose to work with. Years ago, I used to teach the public how to investigate, and I should have had my head examined, because for all the time and the energy that I spent teaching the public, they didn't appreciate it, and they were all just trying to be like a TV show. And then I'd teach them a few things. Next thing you know, this person's an expert. Everybody's an expert. After 3 months, they're now paranormal. There's no such thing as an expert. So,
exactly.
I got away from that because I spent so many years doing that, and then realizing I wasn't getting anything out of it. Yeah, I figured I would be able to get some really good people that were good investigators, and turned out I didn't get any. Out of maybe 150 people, I didn't get any people that were good investigators. I was like, oh, this is not working, because people don't have the passion and the drive and what it takes to do this work. It takes a lot, and it takes money.
It really does. It really does.
And then sit there for 20 to 30 hours reviewing one case and finding things. People don't have that time. I would always say, did you review? Oh, yeah, I didn't get nothing. I'm like, well, why is it I got like 10, 15 things and you were there and you got nothing? Because you didn't review,
Exactly. Thank you. And I love the review. I love the review process. I look forward to that.
It's so exciting when you capture something. So I went back to my core people. I have a lot of really good friends that have their own groups, and they are the best people in the world. They're my best friends, and we all invite each other to different things. And most of the people that you see in the episode are some of my best friends in the field, and they've helped me so much as far as investigating and finding things for this series. So, and I just want to show what I was doing, and that's what I really do. I always work with a lot of other groups, and so that's what the show is. It's showing that that's what I do. And I'd feel really sad if it was just one group and all you did was go around and go from episode to episode with your one group and the same old people. To me, I love different investigators, because everybody has different techniques and different personalities and different vibrations. And it just makes it exciting that when you work with a lot of different people.
That's the way
But I did learn to be very selective on who I work with. That's for sure.
Sure. But it's important to get out there and work with other investigators in the field. That's the way it should be. It's we should all bond some kind of unity. I'm not saying we're all going to hold hands and sing kumbaya. I mean, that's not going to happen anytime soon.
Well, it depends on how much you drink.
But that's
enough whiskey in the stomach, it might happen.
But if you find core people, you're going to always want to work with those people. And you'll meet, you've seen some of the folks that are in the episode, and they're some of the best. I mean, I've found the best people to work with, and I've been very fortunate. I have great friends, and that's important. And they're real friends. They're genuine. I mean, these are friends I've been friends with for 10, 12 years, That doesn't happen anymore in the paranormal. That's very rare.
Yeah, I know.
That is few and far between. And there's so many great people in this field. There really are. There's so many great people out there. I'm seeing that
there's so many bad ones too.
and they get in the mix. But a lot of the good ones squash out the bad. And it's just it's one of those things where all I can say is be original, be your own person. Don't take from other people. And just respect each other.
Yes.
I mean, these are simple things, because there's plenty of room in this field for all of us.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Plenty of room.
Well said.
Plenty of room.
And that's why shows like yours, that's why doing shows like you guys are doing is great, because it really does. We're so much distance between us as far as miles, but this is so great that we can sit together and talk and communicate and just share things. And these shows really do help. And I do a lot of radio shows now, and I have such great folks, people like you, and other people in California and Pennsylvania and New Jersey, and everybody. These are really passionate people, and because it takes a lot of work to do these shows. It really does. People don't realize what it takes. You don't just sit there and talk to people. You have to have a passion to do it.
Oh yeah, that's it.
I'm
Passion, blaze
lucky.
your own trail.
I'm lucky that she's helping me. or
she said you were helpless.
No, yes, I am.
Gotta love Sherry.
But there's so much with this, Michael, and I can't wait to have you back on here again. My goodness, this hour's already almost gone.
Yes.
And
I just do want to say, anybody interested in the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash, just look them up on Facebook, and you'll see all the information. And anybody interested in going, you're more than welcome to come. It's going to be a great event.
I'm going to look into it for next year.
Yeah, that's now. Tell everybody again about the series, when it's coming out, when they can expect it, all the good stuff. The mic's yours, Michael. Take it away.
Thanks. So the series is Journey Through the Past. It's the Heritage Hunters, Journey Through the Past, and it'll be on Prime TV, Amazon Prime. So if you have Amazon, you'll be able to watch it. And hopefully it'll be out in this next week or so. Like I said, it's just now in the approval stage. And once it gets approved, that's it. Then it will be out there, and we can really share it and link it to, so everybody can see it.
It's amazing. It is amazing. And you, my friend, are a wealth of information. I want to thank you for being genuine and stay genuine. You're an asset to this field. You are a true asset to the field. So definitely stay true.
You guys are too. You are too. Both of you are excellent. And Nicole, thank you for writing that beautiful, writing about the show. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I'll send it to you.
Such a compliment. Please do. I will definitely. I'm definitely thinking about putting some reviews that I've gotten so many nice responses from it from different people that I think I'm going to add a review page of people that have watched it, just so that other people can, see what they've written. Because so many people have been so nice about it. So, but I really appreciate you guys having me on again.
Good stuff.
Absolutely. Comments.
You people are amazing. And Michael, you're amazing. Thanks for coming on here. We're going to have you back again soon, my friend.
Wow. Thank you so much.
You
have a good one. Take care, guys.
Take care.
You too. Have a good night.
Take care.
And there he was, Michael La Chiana. Wow.
Yes.
Now, you folks, again, write that down. It's going to be coming out on Amazon Prime. We're going to have Michael on here again, of course. There's just so many things to talk about with him. And it's hard, Nicole, to find somebody so genuine, so true in the field. They are few and far between, but everybody is coming together nicely. I don't know. I see good change coming to this field.
I do too. I do too.
Wearing away. I see, different things like that happening.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully we can come together and draw some good conclusions together, share some evidence, and I'm not saying discover life after death here, people. I'm just saying get closer than what we are. That's all.
There you go. That's a good way to put it.
Now, before we close, what do you got coming up Thursday night on the Afterlife Chronicles?
I have the Reaps on. So we're going to discuss some of their investigations and all of that and their team. And they also have a podcast as well. So yeah, I was on their show. Oh gosh, I think 3 or 4 months ago. So it'll be good to have them on. So Bill and his wife. So I'm excited.
Fantastic. That's going to be a great show. Now, next week is going to be a surprise on the show because it just is. Well, I'll be honest. Nicole took some time off, and I didn't do very good.
Oh, come on, Todd, please. Oh my God, it's fine. It's
week, folks.
It's okay. Yeah,
we're gonna have something amazing for you, of course. But the night is not over. We have got Paranormal Pete coming up. Tonight he's got Darren Thompson from WSIP.
Fantastic.
He's coming on. Veteran researcher, folks. Veteran. Now, you definitely want to listen, learn. Paranormal Pete. That's going to air at 11 Eastern, 10 Central. I think that's 8 Pacific. And you'll be able to watch that YouTube, Facebook. But we want you to watch it on the website as well. There's a lot of cool things on the site. Again, check out the big event coming up October 30th. Go to the site, read all about it. Go to Eventbrite, search it. Follow the links on your social media. I don't know. We're spreading it all over the place, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
Right.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So get your tickets. There's not that many. So get your tickets. That way you get the front row seats and the gallery reading. It's going to be a lot of fun.
The promotion begin. I'm very honored to be hosting this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of work.
It's going to be fun. Yeah, but it's, you know what? We're all a family here. You know, we're all a team. That's what it's all about.
Yep. As long as I don't sit over here and hit the wrong button, we'll be all set. And it'll be...
Oh my gosh, Todd, you're too hard on yourself. Come on.
Yeah. No, but it's going to be a blast. And I want to thank each and every single one of you for taking time out of your busy schedules to catch this live broadcast, because I know it's tough. It is tough catching a live broadcast. It really is. But we do have it in vodcast or podcast form, whatever you want to call this. And you can find that on our YouTube channel. You can find it on the website as well. Just click on demand video or on-demand audio. It'll be right there. Just give me about 24 hours because video takes a little longer to edit. But it's fun. I'm learning a lot, Nicole. I'm learning a lot with this stuff.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yes, Paranormal Pete, 11 Eastern, 10 Central. Don't forget about that, folks. It's going to be airing live right there. Watch it on the website. Watch it YouTube, social media. But Haunted Voices, we're done, Nicole.
We're done for the night. It's Paranormal Pete's turn.
We are done. And all of you folks have a fantastic week, an amazing weekend. Stay cool out there, too. It's getting a little warm and muggy. Stay cool.
It totally is.
So from all of us here at Haunted Voices and WLTK-DB.com, sayonara. Have a great week.
Good night, guys.